Chicago, Illinois, where today the Saints and the Bears meet up. The wind is gusting in off Lake Michigan. It could be very much of a factor in this game. Hello, everyone. I'm Don Crickey, joined by the former Jet All-Pro running back Emerson Boozer. Jack Pardee, the coach of the Chicago Bears, thinks this is a very important football game. He said if the Bears really do have a good team like he thinks they have, they should show it today against a team like New Orleans. And the Saints need a win as bad as they've ever needed one right now.
Right now, the Bears are coming against the wind. Surprisingly, they want the second and fourth quarter. Having that win will give them an added advantage going into the halftime and try to win it at the conclusion of the game if they have to pass the football.
31-yard run for a touchdown by halfback Chuck Muncie. He was rolling out to throw the ball, saw an opening, and ran for a touchdown.
I'm sure at this point he wants to get both of those great running backs, particularly great running backs, into...
Billy Newsome, an ex-Saint, is at right defensive end for Chicago. Archie Manning on 3rd and 3, pitches back. Muncie runs, and a big hit is put on him by the middle linebacker, Don Reeves. Reeves, the middle linebacker, makes the big hit for the Chicago Bears in a third down play, and now New Orleans will have to punt the ball back to Chicago. The Chicago Bears have made some changes in their offensive line. They have very highly regarded rookie from California, Ted Albrecht, starting for Jeff Seavey at the left tackle. Second down and 10 for Avellini and the Bears. Pitch back to Payton. Got a man out in front of him, and Walter Payton is inside the 40 and turns it all the way down to the 37-yard line. Got close to 8.
Right now, this is a pretty open offensive ball game. They're using the kind of play, a little 28 or 29, you might call it here, pitch out. But this kind of play worries me on a day where the ball has a little bit of moisture and the wind. The ball could get away from you, but sure-handed Mr. Payton picks up about 8 yards and tries to ram as he works his way upfield.
Of New Orleans. We're in the first quarter and there's no score. Double tight end set. They go to Roland Harper, and he looks like he's got what he needed. Had to get 2. He got all of that as he drives down close to the 33-yard line. But Radda couldn't hold on. Now Avellini on first down looking to put it up again. He's got time. Now the big rush comes, and Avellini throws and gets a man. It's Walter Payton. And Payton is inside the 10. It's going to be touchdown Chicago. Avellini, who had a scramble, got it off on the run. He looked for an open man, and he got the right one. And Walter Payton, who does it on his own if you give him room.
This is what you'd like to do against a club like New Orleans. It's been reported that they're a little bit weak in the secondary, if there's such a thing. But you give Mr. Payton to any linebacker, this is what can happen. Gets a block, finds a little room on the sideline, and he starts to step out. It's all over. 6-pointer.
So now, Rydalch is the other. It is now 3rd and 9. They go to the run, and here comes Galbraith. Tony Galbraith gets ahead, and he's got a first down for New Orleans. Had to get the ball out across the 35, out across the 36. Avellini on a counter coming across as Walter Payton hits out to the 15-yard line and is knocked down there. Bradshaw just threw a 66-yard touchdown pass to tie it for Pittsburgh. Manning throws on the run. Open is Galbraith. And he has a first down on a 12-yard advance down to the 28-yard line. Galbraith with a big play now, and the Saints march on, trailing 7-0. Now they go to the run, and Muncie is stood up and knocked back and driven down. Billy Newsome, the big guy from Grambling. Second down and 12. Manning, timing pattern, puts it up over the middle. Don Herman has the football inside the 15-yard line. Average 4.4 yards a carry. Manning on a quarterback draw, calls his own number and takes it down inside the 10 and down to the 8. On second and just over 11, Archie Manning on a quarterback draw. 3rd and 5. Manning takes a look. He's looking at Herman. Now he's going to run it himself, and Archie Manning takes it in for a touchdown for New Orleans. And the Saints moving the ball very nicely, looking like they did in the preseason. Philadelphia Eagle coaches said Tampa Bay has the best defense they've seen this year through the preseason, the first 2 weeks of regular season, but isn't too much offense there. On the run by Roland Harper out to the 25-yard line. Derlin Moore is on the stop for New Orleans. A pickup of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Manning gives off. Second back through is Muncie. He's a full load as Muncie comes out from the 28-yard line and gets it out to the 35. Got 7. Galbraith, the leaper, goes over the top. And he gets the ball. He had to get it out across the 38-yard line to the 39. You miss it, it's a real bad call, and it's 4th down inside your own 35-yard line. Now the Bears fill and knock down Chuck Muncie. Chicago had the linebackers shooting the gaps. Coming hard was Don Reeves, the middle linebacker. Osborne, a defensive tackle, also was on the play. And veteran Doug Buffone was coming. Temperature in the low 50s. New Orleans goes. Archie Manning gets time. Man is open. It's a 1st down to the rookie, Rich Mouty. He's got the ball down to the 42-yard line at their 48. Go to the draw. Here comes Galbraith. Not done yet. Galbraith got back most of the penalty yardage. 3rd down and 5 now for New Orleans. Saints are 4 for 7 converting 3rd downs. There goes Manning. He's going to get it. Archie Manning's not done yet. Inside the 20, inside the 15, and down to the 10-yard line. Archie Manning runs it ahead for 15 yards and a 1st down. Manning play faking. He's got time again. Puts it up. Got his tight end, and Thaxton crashes down close to the 2-yard line, down close to the 1. 3rd down and about a foot for the 1st down, and 3rd down and just over a yard for the touchdown. Let's see if they go back over to Galbraith. Manning calls his own number, and Archie Manning's going to score his 2nd touchdown of the game. So Manning play faking to his fullbacks and then rolling out and taking it in from a yard out. Avellini in the flat goes to Walter Payton. He's a tough guy. Look at Walter Payton. He almost took it a long, long way had he not gotten by. Bob Pollard finally ran him down, and Myers came over. If Payton had eluded them, he'd have gone a long way. Nothing left to get him.
You want to get Walter Payton on one of the linebackers, and this time he got Greg Westbrook, put a little move on him, and headed upfield. This is almost a cardinal sin.
The ball at their 29. Manning to Muncie. Stood up and driven back by Buffone. Doug Buffone, in his 11th year from Louisville, the defensive captain of the Chicago Bears, drives back Chuck Muncie for a loss of a yard. 14-7 New Orleans. Payton turns the corner and is ripped down at about the 41-yard line. Bring up about 3rd and a long 5, 3rd and 6. How do you figure this is the guy wants to play? Was in preseason competition with Mike Phipps for the starting job. Oh, that ball might have been picked off. I believe it was. Chuck Christ, the strong safety of New Orleans, got it off the hands of Roland Harper. 2:39 to play in the 1st half. Saints lead 14-7 as Muncie turns the corner. Holding on and knocking him down is Fensick, the strong safety from Yale from nearby Barrington, Illinois. Makes very big strides. Doesn't look like he's going that fast, and all of a sudden he whooshes on by. Good fake by Galbraith. He started to fake he was going to go wide, and then came right back, and Manning tucked it in. Manning get very tricky in these situations. Goes to Muncie, and he is cut down nicely by the Bears. Doug Buffone, who was reading Muncie all the way, came crashing in from the left side linebacker spot to upend him. There he goes. Puts it up. Guy's open. Chuck Muncie, he's going to take it in. Touchdown Saints. That will be the steel bar bend. Here is Avellini throwing. Oh, what a catch! What a brilliant catch by Bo Rather. Lost his footing. Caught the ball flat in his back on his fingertips. Watch this. This is hard to believe. Wide to the left is James Scott. Avellini has time, now gets it away, and the ball is caught by Schubert. He's inside the 25-yard line for yet another 1st down. Going down the far sideline. Now the Saints drop their free safety. Myers way back deep. Avellini rolling out, puts it up on the go, and he hits his man down at the 7-yard line. Bo Rather catches another one and then goes out of bounds to stop the clock with 37 seconds left. 1st and goal from the 18. Avellini takes a look. They're giving him time. Lots of time. Man is open. Bo Rather is cut down at the 4-yard line. And the clock is running. The Bears signal for and take their last allotted timeout very wisely with 22 seconds left. Or try the field goal, excuse me. Bob Thomas hits it up and good. Cavallini takes the deep drop. Puts it up wide open is Roland Harper. Bo Rather ran an out pattern, cleared that side out completely, and it was just an open set there for the running back swinging out to take the ball over the middle. Wide open. Clarence Chapman and Craig Cassidy at the corner. Cavallini puts it up. Harper's open again. Merlo knocks him down short of the first down. It'll bring up third and about 3.
Don, that's one reason most running backs Goodman will try to keep their head up, because if you allow your shoulders along with your legs to be stopped, you don't have a chance to roll or spin for the extra inch.
Manning play faking, good blocking, puts it up long. Out there is Thaxton. Jim Thaxton has the football and gets it down to the 16-yard line. Manning loses his footing again. The quarterback draw, and again Manning takes it in for a touchdown. Archie Manning calls his own number and for a third time scores a touchdown. Reeves ready to fill that gap in the middle. Manning play faking. Puts it up. The ball is caught. All across midfield and out to the 48-yard line. Rookie Rich Maudie takes the ball for a first down. Official called out the number. Henry said he isn't out there. He said, well, that's 55. Henry said, what is this, bingo? Here's the handoff, and Muncy breaks the crust and almost takes it out into open field. As it was, he got ahead for an 8-yard gain down to the 41-yard line of Chicago. Herman lines up tight. Muncy glides through and slides on down to the 35-yard line, a pickup of about 7 yards. Down lead 28-14. Cavallini throws. The ball is cut nicely by Rather as he goes in on a one-knee slide to the 45-yard line of the Saints to pick it off. Well, Scott has been able to hang on. Rather's come up with the big catches.
Mr. Rather's had several good catches all day long. And you would think that Cavallini would make him his favorite receiver this afternoon because he is the most consistent one, including the running backs.
We have 3:28 to play in the third quarter. Saints coming with a straight rush on Cavallini. Rather is open. Oh, Rather makes the reception. They got the big play. Rather turning in and making the reception. Watch him again.
You have to know it. Bo Rather has been the most consistent receiver this afternoon for the Bears, but he runs a little turn in, gets in the nice passing lane. Somebody slips back there, which enables him to get the additional yardage. But a big play for the Bears to keep this drive alive.
And now the Bears start to mount a challenge at the 26-yard line. Walter Payton takes it up the middle. Ripping into the heart of the New Orleans defense like he shot out of a gun. And that big play juiced up the Bears.
This young man hadn't carried much here in the second half, but they just unleashed Mr. Excitement, Walter Payton. He leaps and scoots and scratches his way for all the yardage he can get. And they're on the move.
Harper takes it, turns inside the 10-yard line. On a first down carry, Harper gets ahead for 4. Galbraith has 58 yards rushing, Muncy 36. Good reception. Oh, that was well done by Thaxton. He knew just where he had to go. On 2nd and 10, he ran just deep enough to get the yardage. Manning gives to Muncy. Inside was cut off, tried to go wide, and the Bears rode him down. Jerry Myers, 74, was on the play along with 68, Jim Osborne. Far back as the early 20s, players like Hall of Famer Ed Healy, George Connor. Right now, what they're seeing is not the Bear offense that they're looking for. It now, again, Cavallini puts it up, and Rather is his man turning in at the 50-yard line for a 14-yard gain. Roland Harper breaks free for the Bears and gets the ball down to the 36-yard line of New Orleans.
Nifty beats are running by Harper, but a poor job done in tackling by the New Orleans Saints. As we take another look at it here. Up high, you can't tackle that way, but he gets into a block.
Big block by Noah Jackson, the left guard
That was the key.
Orleans Saints will see the Chargers and their explosion next week. People like Johnny Rodgers and Joe Washington. Here is Avellini throwing. Nicely caught. That time Scott got the ball and held on. Took it down at the 29-yard line. 3rd down and 5 now for the Chicago Bears, 30-yard line in New Orleans. Saints lead the game 28-10 in the 4th quarter. Boy, Payton took a few shots there. Look at that guy work. He was stopped cold at the line of scrimmage. He might have gotten the 1st down. Now he's just short of it. Pitch back to Payton. They got him hemmed off, so Walter Payton puts his head down, goes headlong into a linebacker.
New Orleans wants Chicago to come into this area the way they set their defense, and I'm sure they didn't want Payton to get this many yards. And then he lowers it and pushes for another yard or so.
Scott and Rather are wide to either side as Avellini takes the deep drop. Here's the big rush. Free football. This might go. This might go the distance. Bob Pollard with a lineman's dream. Bob Pollard goes the distance. Bob Avellini. 15 of 28 so far. Throwing the ball with a lot of drops. Puts it up. The ball is caught. Looked like the tight end Latta who got the ball. Down to the 41-yard line of New Orleans. Give it to Walter Payton, and he gets it down to about the 44-yard line.
You must run everything wide so the back can get outside and out of bounds if they can't get any yardage. Right now, they're not playing well.
Avellini on 3rd and 14. Gets time, puts it up. Nice reception down to the 27-yard line for a 1st down. And James Scott now has found the handle.
A good reception by James Scott here and good pass by Avellini, but it still is not the kind of pass that you should throw when you're working against the clock. You've got to score 20 or more points. You want everything either deep down the middle, deep down to the outside, or short stuff to the outside.
6:08 left to play in the game. The clock running. The Bears go to the run. Roland Harper takes it down close to the 21-yard line to keep the New Orleans defense honest. Chicago has got to run the ball. 5:35 to play. 35-10 New Orleans. Pitch back goes to Walter Payton. Look at that run. Payton's going to take it in for a touchdown. He's had a lot of great runs. None any better than that.
And that's one of them.
He got that in his own. Walter Payton rips it in. That makes it a 35-16 game. Payton now has 84 yards in 16 carries. That one was good for 21 yards and a touchdown.
Don, this is art in motion. Nice little skip. Regains with that left hand. Gets his balance. Now it's time to stretch out, get everything you've got, and move it on in. Beautiful run.
Rather is wide to the right. Scott is wide to the left. Pitch is over the middle. It is caught by Walter Payton. But the clock continues to run. 4:20 to go as the Bears huddle very quickly. Intercepted. Jim Merlo picks it off. He returned 2 for touchdowns last year. He's going to get his first this year. Guys closing in on him. But Merlo goes into the end zone for a touchdown. The Hall of Fame of great drivers, the top 4 finishers. Roland Harper takes the handoff, runs it up the middle, and gets the ball out to the 37-yard line. 2 wide receivers go out to the left, Scott and Schubert. Pitch back to Payton. And Walter Payton, look at this kid play football. Isn't he something? He's going to go the distance possibly. Isn't he amazing? He is literally astounding. He is an astounding football. He stepped out of bounds at the 14-yard line.
Another piece of art. Watch this thing here. He pops it as soon as he crosses the line, gets good blocking, pulls his foot out. A would-be tackler, he runs over. Now he puts it in high gear. Watch him change gears right here. Breaks it down. Nice and easy does it. Turns it on again.
Oh, yeah.
A little step out of bounds.
49-yard gain. Let's watch Walter Payton do it again.
The key to it all is shifting of speed. Here he needs strength to get away from the initial tacklers. He opens it up. And it is, as the old covered wagon drivers would say, whoa.
Tommy Myers, the free safety of the Saints, wonder what Walter Payton's made of. He's hit him head on about 3 times and just bounced off. Payton takes it down to the 1-yard line as we have the 2-minute warning given. Walter Payton over the top. Touchdown, Chicago. 1:26 to play. The Bears put up some more points, but they're still way short of New Orleans. It's a 42-23 game. The Saints in the lead.
This was also a great effort by Payton, only needing a yard out. He turns his body loose, gives it up. Gets over the top, comes head first, lands on the shoulder, neck, head, everything. That's what you call turning the body loose.
Bounces right up like a greyhound now.
Up and over.
Pitch back to Muncy. He gets down to the 35-yard line, and that will be the final play of the game. And so the gun sounds, and it is official. The New Orleans Saints upsetting the Chicago Bears 42-24. Chicago scored first 7-0, and from then on it was New Orleans as the Saints went off to a 21-10 first half lead. Extended that lead throughout the second half with big defensive plays, and finally prevailed over the Chicago Bears in what's got to be the highest scoring game of the NFL season so far. 66 points on the board. New Orleans getting its first win in Chicago, its second loss of the season with just 1 win. Now for Emerson Boozer, this is Don Criqui reminding you to stay tuned as the NFL Today continues after this word from your local station.
Head coach Jack Pardee was hoping the many skills of Walter Payton, number 34, would be enough to hop them out in front of the Vikings early in the season. Indeed, Payton is talented. And a week ago against the New Orleans Saints, number 34 accounted for 140 yards on the ground and all 3 Bear touchdowns. Unfortunately for Chicago, however, Payton is a one-man show, a talent around which others appear ordinary, especially those who handle or mishandle the passing game. A miscued aerial allowed Saint linebacker Jim Merlo hero status and a 57-yard interception for a touchdown, one of 2 defensive scores resulting from Chicago's passing game. The big story for the Saints, however, wore number 8. Healthy again and in command of Hank Stram's offense, Archie Manning dazzled the Bears with his boundless athletic skills and a knack for improvising a score. Manning's toss to number 42 Chuck Muncy burned a Bear blitz, and when he chipped in 3 other touchdowns of his own, New Orleans had given the bad news Bears some bad news in the form of a 42-21 beating. For New Orleans, this first victory of the season was a welcomed event, a celebration that confirmed a future for a team long without. For the Bears, an important loss, giving the Vikings an early season advantage, an edge Chicago may regret when the finish line nears in December.